DELULU is the SOLULU. I am Neil Arthos. I am the next Abdullah, and we're going to make you the next Neville Goddard, okay? So listen up. Being delusional is powerful. When you understand that you're not the mind and you're not the body, and that you are only the observer of the mind and the body, you realize that this character you've been playing your whole life, who goes to the 9 to 5, who is a fan of Justin Bieber, is just a character that you're playing, okay? Which means you can play a new one, okay? When they talk about, when Neville Goddard says, live in the end, another way to look at it is to ask yourself, what would the character who has the SP that I want, but still looks the same as me, who still has the same job as me, and is still a fan of Justin Bieber, what would that character act like? Or how would they feel, right? DELULU is the SOLULU. So what do I mean? Well, it's simple. The more against the 3D circumstances you go, the more powerful the 3D circumstances is going to come back at you, okay? A lot of people use the example, a lot of people want to manifest a specific person. This person could have you blocked on all platforms. But if you tell yourself every single time that they wake up, they wet themselves at the first single thought of you. If you tell yourself that they stalk you outside and serenade you with the boombox outside your bedroom window when you're trying to sleep, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's this guy again. Or, oh my gosh, she's fucking blowing up my phone so much that T-Mobile is pissed off because it's fucking with their traffic towers. If you go so fucking crazy, your brain is going to go, wait, what the fuck's going on? I've always said this, the subconscious needs a bomb to go off in there. And these are those fucking bombs. And when they say be delusional, it's not just telling yourself, SP loves me. No, you want to go fucking crazy. You want to go narcissistic. Watch my How to Be a Narcissist video. That's very important, because I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to give you some receipts or some success stories of my own. So I've been manifesting already for a while. I mean, technically speaking, I've been manifesting my whole life. We've all been, but consciously, right? And I'm going to be as vulnerable as possible right now. The past 3 months in my 3D, I was so focused on this channel and whatnot that I wasn't really seeing much, how can you say it, success with the ladies, right? At least externally. And every single time I go through, every single time I go through a drought, as a lot of the guys like to call it, there's always going to be that lingering old snake of doubt that slithers in, right? Are you good enough, Neo? Or, do you still got it? I'm going to be frank with you. I like to have a fucking infinity gauntlet of SPs, okay? I'm single. I'm always ready to mingle, but I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm still waiting for the right one. Well, not waiting, but I'm not looking for, Fiona. I'm not looking for my Juliet, right? I like to have a rotation of women. Sue me. And this past couple months, I didn't really have anyone, and there were a couple of girls I was interested in, but if I'm being vulnerable, I was falling into old habits of just doubt, right? Well, I decided to go back to really honing in on my self-concept, really being the narcissist with my affirmations. And again, you don't need affirmations, but it's one of my techniques that I love to do, to really pump myself up. And that's basically where, instead of just focusing on SP affirmations, you focus on you affirmations, right? But you have to make them extreme. You have to make them delusional. I kept telling myself the past couple of months, when I noticed this drought, that no, everywhere I go, I'm the only guy that every woman is looking at. Whenever I enter a restaurant or work or even the fucking 7-Eleven just to get a candy bar, they lay the red carpet. Like the king is here, the king is here. I kept telling myself shit like, whenever I go to the drive-through window and there's a hot girl, they immediately wet their panties and they have to go to the back room to get another pair. I just kept saying crazy fucking shit like that. And I realized that some of this stuff was not going to happen overnight. And it's funny because I was doing those affirmations for maybe like 1 week, and then I sort of forgot about them. And then next thing you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks pass by, and I start seeing these crazy results. I work as a manager at a restaurant, and I've gotten compliments here and there, but not like this, bro. I mean, I had women come up to me and say, you know, I just got to tell you, you're really handsome. You should be a model. I'm like, okay. I mean, there was customers giving me, you know, the eyeballs, like cannot stop staring at me. I would notice women with their girlfriends talking about me, you know, when I was walking by. Next thing you know, there's a co-manager of mine who is obsessed with me out of nowhere. We get a new worker who, let's just say we started to do things that hopefully HR won't find out about. Okay. And then I go to get my haircut one day, and I see this woman who I thought was someone that I haven't seen in years. It was kind of, you know, a situation where she was far away, but I was like, oh shit, I'm just gonna make up a name. It's Sarah. I roll down the window and I'm like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. Then she comes up to the window. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't speak English. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is not. As she gets closer, I realize this is not even the lady. This is not even Sarah. But as she got closer and I started getting a closer fucking look at her, literally, I realized, holy shit, she's even fucking hotter than Sarah. And she didn't speak English, but she spoke enough English when I took out my phone and I said, hey, do you have a husband? And she's like, no. And I just fucking took out my phone, and she already had her fucking number ready on her phone. Like, I brought my phone, like, to the window. Window's over here, but I'm trying to show you. And I'm like, okay, when she told me she didn't have a husband, sorry, I'm over here losing it because I'm so excited to fucking tell you. She tells me, no, I don't have a husband. And I get my phone ready, and I show her the phone call screen, and she gets her phone, and it's already her fucking WhatsApp ready to go. Like if she was waiting for me to ask her this whole time, right? And this was probably the hottest woman that I've been with since the drought began, okay? And I mean, I'm noticing my confidence is built up. I mean, I'm getting compliments, and as the Red Pill community says, choosing signals left and right. And why? Just because I started being delusional. No one has ever laid out the red carpet for me. As far as I know, women do not carry extra pairs of panties, but in my delusional, narcissistic reality, they do. And let's be real here. We don't give a shit if the woman comes at the first sight that they see us, or if they fucking lay the red carpet for us. But when you're saying stuff like all these women, all these SPs are flowers in my garden, but I'm the fucking sun. When you say that they are satellites in my solar system, but I'm fucking gravity. You might not actually go into outer space, but you are going to get the feeling that everybody wants you. And within weeks, some of them within days, I started noticing results. And I forgot to tell you, one of the fucking SPs that I was with, we were making out last night and she fucking bit my lip, guys. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know if you guys can see that, but holy shit, dude. I mean, some of these women, and I'm not trying to fucking gross you guys out here, but in a way I kind of am. Some of these women, okay, I've kissed women who like to bite, but this lady was a fucking vampire. And my fucking upper lip still hurts, and yet I don't give a fuck. Because I've been telling myself that I'm God. I've been telling myself that I'm the king and I'm fucking gravity and I'm the sun. My flowers want the fucking photosynthesis, okay? My satellites, they want to gravitate, okay? I'm fucking gravity. I'm the sun. They need me, so they were thirsty for me, okay? I'm helping them blemish into a beautiful fucking garden. And, fuck, I mean, she was literally so fucking in love with me that she left her fucking phone in my car when we were making out. It's crazy. Guys, this shit is so fucking powerful that it's scary, okay? You have to start putting yourself on the pedestal. Stop kissing everybody's ass. You need to start kissing your ass, okay? I've said this before. You don't need techniques. You don't need to robotic affirm. You don't even need fucking sats, okay? But if there was any technique that I support and that, in my experience, gives the fastest results, you want to talk about when you feel the shift, as a lot of people in the manifestation community call it. This is where you feel the shift, okay? When I started that drought a couple of months ago, when I started the drought and started feeling the doubt, this was where things turned around. When I really went back into self-concept. And I just started telling myself the most craziest fucking things. I started even saying that my SPs have a poster of my Instagram profile pic on their wall and they bow down and pray to it every single day. When my subconscious was hearing that, they were not giving a fuck about if I actually ever saw them worshiping me like some sort of Satanist. They knew what I was talking about. Your subconscious understands the implications. They knew, oh fuck, Neo is the fucking man. If I'm hearing all this, he gets whatever the fuck he wants. All the SPs love him. And you see, another way that this works, guys, is look, the red pill community likes to talk about, oh, you got to look for the signal for you to strike like a fucking lion in the fucking tribe, right? In the jungle. You gotta, you know, strike your prey and strike when, you know, the iron is hot, right? Take advantage of your opportunity. Well, let me tell you one thing. Opportunities come out of your ass whenever you do stuff like this. Because again, whenever you look at yourself and have the self-concept of a loser, there really could be that hot woman who is begging for your number. But you won't see it because all you see is, I'm a loser, I'm a loser. If I talk to her, she's probably going to reject me. But a good example is that woman who I thought was Sarah, who ended up being Sarah on steroids, literally. The old Neo who was in the drought, who was having doubt, he probably would have said, well, you know, even if that's Sarah, you know, I don't want to be awkward. I don't want to bother her. You know, she was with her son, you know, and don't start your shit about the single moms, okay? In my reality, I get whatever the fuck I want. I'm the guy who they love to fuck, but they don't care if I support them. But anyways, the old Neo would have seen that and said, I don't want to bother her. It's just going to be too awkward. But, you know, I was feeling myself. I got my hair cut. I felt like the fucking man. And even if I didn't get my hair cut, who gives a fuck? But I was feeling, I mean, before this, there was already that one co-manager who was fucking texting me every single day saying that she's practically in love with me. And then the girl who almost bit my lip off, she, I mean, again, guys, I don't have my lawyer present, but either ways, the old Neo would have not wanted to bother Sarah 2.0, 3.0, 10.0. But it almost felt natural. You want to talk about inspired action? There was no hesitation. Even when I noticed that it wasn't her, I could have just said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. I thought you were somebody else. That's my bad. I was like, well, on second thought, I saw the fucking opportunity and struck, right? And I am willing to bet that a lot of you guys who don't have success with SPs or even in careers, there are so many opportunities. You are sitting on a fucking landmine of gold, but all you had to do was get your shovel and dig it out. But just like the metal detector on a beach can pick up if there's hidden treasure, your metal detector is when you put yourself on the pedestal, when you tell yourself, when you are saying general affirmations, not just about one specific SP, but when you are making yourself the fucking SP. No, I'm the specific person. There's only one, and that's me. I'm God. I'm Source. I'm the fucking sun, and all these motherfuckers are my flowers in the garden. Your subconscious might even give you the reality in 3D where you don't even need that specific person. You end up getting somebody better. And I'm going to tell you this. There were a couple of women who I was experimenting with or trying to manifest. And I'm still interested in them. Don't get me wrong. But the women that I have in my rotation right now that basically just came out of my ass, I think I like them way better. And that's the way it is. A lot of you guys might not want to hear that, but sometimes you will end up manifesting the wrong SP, but later on find out that they are the right SP. Because again, when your self-concept changes, your taste changes. It's like when somebody went from being a fat ass every day to going to the gym all day. Some people say you could still eat the same stuff, and it all depends on your life experience and you know, your diet or your body genetics or whatever. But most of the times when you change and you start living a different lifestyle, you're probably going to start eating different shit because you're going to realize certain things are not for you. And it's the same way with specific people. Because a lot of the times, some specific persons that we want to manifest are not even necessarily people that we actually want romantically, but it is just maybe sometimes the whole desire for that specific person came out of a longing for something deeper, which was self-love. A lot of times it is just a reflection of our old concept. Maybe that person resembles a behavioral pattern of our parents who were not always there for us growing up. You could have had a dad who didn't give you a lot of attention, and you, like Susie over there on your SP list, you want to manifest her because she doesn't give you as much attention as Angela over here, even though Angela's boobs are like 10 times bigger. And her ass, you could slap it a lot harder than Susie's, like a bongo drum. But Angela's ass looks a lot more sexier, not because it's actually sexier, but because she resembles the distance that your father gave you. But when you start putting yourself on the pedestal, unlike the way your father did, stay with me. And then you start realizing, wait, I'm actually the motherfucker. I'm actually him. Or I'm actually a goddess. I'm actually the queen. Whatever. You shift to the reality where, wait a second. This person, I don't want somebody who's distant. I don't want somebody who doesn't love me. And I know a lot of people will say, well, technically speaking, why don't you just manifest the version of them that is obsessed with you and loves you? Well, what I'm saying is you could do that, but a lot of times they don't even look the same when you shift to this reality. Sometimes it's too late. Sometimes you cannot go back and see them the same like you used to. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, am I going to just play this game of I just want to manifest them just to say that I got them? Or are you actually wanting something that lasts? You really got to ask yourself what you really want, okay? I'm already starting to get a little off topic here and turn into another fucking Avengers movie here, but being delusional, narcissistic, self-pedestalized is going to be the one technique where you see instant results. You want to talk about microwavable techniques where, within 2 seconds, within 72 hours, this is one of those techniques. Fuck robotic affirming. Fuck sats with the PlayStation VR. Who gives a fuck about that shit? Okay? You are the virtual reality. You are the affirmation. Stop trying to manifest SP. Manifest you as the SP. You are that motherfucker. Tell yourself that you're a specific person. Hire manifestation coaches to manifest you. Because you are the SP. You are that motherfucker. Put yourself first. Realize you are God. And be the one who already has everything and is living in abundance. I am Neil Larthos. This is all that the I'm Awareness had to say. And I know you're going to be okay.